Um, all right, but this is we have over 271 episodes. Guess what episode this is?
272.
What?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't look.
Episode 272.
From the belly of the Beast Coast, Glastonbury, Connecticut, this is the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. We talk about all the fun shit that happens on the trails that most normal people don't care about. The language we use is fucking explicit and raw like the trails we run on, so don't listen with your kids! Cultra is brought to you by our Patreons and supporters, and we are 112% listener supported, and support is good.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. I'm your host, Art Byerman. I am joined tonight by the full Cultra crew. We have Celeste Fong a Ding Dong.
Good morning.
Or as we like to call her, Celery. Celery
That's
tongue.
what autocorrect says. Autocorrect says it's celery.
Autocorrect.
With
I was
celery
wondering
tongue,
what
she
that
can't
was
go
like.
wrong.
Celery.
I don't know.
Right. We have
It's better than my phone. My phone knows I don't mean ducking.
that's right. Phones are smart. They're smart phones, right?
Yeah.
We have Fred Marolo.
I'm here.
Well,
Yeah.
Barely. I'm here.
glad to have you, Fred. And I like your hat tonight. It's very
know,
you
it
look
looks
like
good
a
on you.
longshoreman.
Yeah, it's my sick bay hat.
There you
Okay.
go. And we have fan favorite evil Becky Burke.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yay. Becky, you got to get more vocal here. Like you used to like give a full Bronx
I
cheer every time you were
know.
introduced. Not a Bronx cheer, but you know.
I know. I'm like running at half capacity right now. Literally.
I think being after the holidays or something, everyone's just kind of like
Fuck.
recoup time.
I would like to
Yeah.
send for the record though that Becky is sending kisses and hugs to everyone.
She
She is.
definitely
She
is.
literally is doing it.
I am sending XOXO.
I thought she was at a tic-tac-toe convention. But at any rate, yeah, that's kind of XOXO is kind of what it's all about tonight. Because this is an episode where we show some love right back to the people who show us some love, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And that's kind of what it's all about. I don't know. So we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Mostly, this is mostly talking about Patreons. Like that's like 99 and 112 25ths. That really didn't work. Sorry. It's a lot.
Your math is
I don't know how to
spot on.
I don't know how to say like 99% of 112, right? Because then that's like not really all that much. Right? Because usually you say 99 and 44 100ths, what you would say, like Ivory Soap. But
I think 112 worked. I think you're messing with perfection.
fucking overthinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So a whole shit ton we're going to talk about tonight. And we're going to kind of catch up with some of the people. And if you think about it, the Patreons of this show and the people who interact are really the lifeblood of this show. And I think that they're everything that ultra running should be and that the trail running community aspires to be. If you listen to social media or read social media, you don't always have to listen. If you follow social media, you'll see articles. MassUltra released an article that was
I was
really
just
cool.
reading it.
Yeah, I read it.
And
This morning.
and so MassUltra generally puts out, like they do like a lot of work and prepreration
They
before
do put
their
out a lot of good stuff.
stuff,
They
right?
do a lot of good work.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
does, and you should check them out. I will have a link to them in the show notes. So Chris basically goes out and finds out what mostly people from Massachusetts, but also in other areas are doing, local areas, and he kind of traces them all over the country.
Yeah, he
for
does a
that.
good. I think I feel like they've covered a lot of races that I've done where they've like given me a shout out where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you didn't need to give me a shout out, but then I'm like, oh, maybe they think I'm related to Brian Burke.
Well, you kind of are in an alternate reality.
And then, yes, very alternate.
You
Yeah,
are.
we
You
both
definitely
run.
are. Yeah, no, he and it's also very well written. Like I would put
Yeah.
like bullet points. I would say, this person ran. See the following, and put a colon and then list out bullet points. And he doesn't do that. He says one of the most, one of the most inspiring results today was Miss Rebecca Burke, who ran in the mud, who ran in 10 feet of mud when all others had, foregone their, had given up and fucking shit the bed. But
Well,
she
he's
went
very
out
succinct. I feel like he packs in a lot without like an excess amount of words.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Unlike some,
he does a good job.
Unlike
me.
We should have him on and ask him how he does all that shit, right?
We should.
I know.
But you know what we should do is we should ask him and have the question take about 10 minutes and have us give a 10-minute response that really only takes him 30 seconds.
No, and we'll tell him it's a yes or no question.
But then we have to actually explain what possible yes answers could be, what possible no answers could be. If there was a maybe choice, what would that maybe choice be, even though it's not a choice for him? We are going to explain it.
Yeah. And we'll try to we'll vote on what we think he should say. I like that. So just to kind of summarize his article, because I thought it was very good. We had discussed it a couple of weeks back, the Gary Robbins, UTMB, Ironman, and all that, and kind of like the call to arms and the outrage in the trail running community. And he said, "Hey, listen, guys, just look before you leap. You have the control to do what you want, because there's a lot of really good choices out there as far as races, like you can, and he just rattled off a couple of them, like Berkshire Trailheads and Ben Double N and Tark, and the fact that Tark put on a race for $25, right? 100K, or it was ridiculous. The fact that they're able to consistently do that, engage the community, create memories for people, help the people who support the people who maintain the trails.
And they donate money. They donate a lot as well. Like it's not like just that they're just like covering the cost of the race. They're actually donating.
Yes.
Too. So, which is great.
Exactly. And then, also, mentioned Riseki and their whole organization there, everything that they've done with
Kim, Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's just I started listing it, and then I was like, fuck, now sins of omission, because then I felt like, oh, I'm leaving people out. So, but there are some really good races out there. Yeah. Brian Vanderheiden. Yeah. So,
I just want an excuse to whisper his name.
Yeah. Who doesn't? We'll get to that, Beck. Save it for the podcast.
Say it quietly.
Wait for Brian. If he builds it, you will come. Wait, hold it. Wait.
He does it.
Sorry. Okay. So we'll have a link to that in the show notes. But it was a great article, and I was humbled that he, sometimes especially sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you say, what the fuck am I doing? Right. Why do we do what we do? I think he helped remind me of the why. Cause sometimes I forget, cause it's really easy for me, at least. I'm not that, I have ADHD, as I've mentioned, probably every 15 minutes, and forgot. But it's very easy to kind of forget sometimes why you do things, right? And especially when you all of a sudden you might read something about another podcast or another organization that is doing this and doing that and has this many people signing up and has all this stuff and is, and doing all this stuff. And then I'm just reminded that that's not why we do it. We're not doing this to to make money, B, to drop, we could, to drop names or to drop places or anything like that. We're here to make a connection with the community and to help other people make connections themselves, right? So we're here to get our Patreons and the other members of our community together. And also to help support the trail community, like organizations like Connecticut Forest and Parks, and the other organizations that take care of trails, that make what we do possible, and also get, make sure that we're not just whoops, there goes my printer. Making sure that we're not just I don't know, like fucking selling out, because there's so much, it seems like everywhere you go, somebody's trying to sell you something or somebody's like hitting you with other motives. And I think in a sense, I think that the model that we follow here is one that trail running as a whole could follow. Because a lot of times you see races that are out there that say, oh, we need more sponsorship money brought in so that we can grow the sport and increase visibility and all this other stuff, when it seems to me like it just kind of raises the prices of things and gets more hype out there, but I don't know if it makes it any better. I really don't know if that makes it any better, because, I don't know, finishing in a big corral. I mean, I guess that's fine for people who want to do that. But I think that there's more to it than that. I think the personal connection that you make with people out on the trail and, and with the land itself, so that it's not like you can hear yourself think out there, or you can kind of just experience a little bit, if there's like 10,000 or whatever, a couple thousand people in the race, then it's almost like too much noise for me, my own personal, I've never been one for the really big events, except for Boston. I like Boston. Okay.
I was just going to say, haven't you run Boston a bunch of times?
Yeah, 8 times. Thank you. Joe Rasky's run it fucking 9 times. Thanks, Joe. as he brought it up. So, at any rate, thanks. Don't mean to go off on a tangent here, but welcome to the Off Track Club. But I do want to thank, just to remind everybody, we are at like 5 years of having our show now, which is pretty amazing.
Long time.
It is.
I mean, that's like, if it was a baby, they'd be starting kindergarten.
They would.
Yeah.
We're about that. We match that maturity.
Yeah. We're sending our listeners off to school.
We are, but we're kind of the one that still like poops his pants in the bus.
Okay, why you got to point out my faults?
I'm just saying, we're not like the leader of the, we're not going to be running for class president or anything. So, but
I'll be sitting in the corner.
Yeah, but we've gotten some, I did send a note out to the Patreons and we got some nice feedback from them. So I think maybe we could, I'll start out with 1 or 2, and then I know Celeste, you had some that you'd like to add.
Yeah.
So I'll see if, hopefully I didn't really ask these people if I could read what they sent me in confidence on the air, but fuck it. They kind of knew. We
did say, hey, we're looking for stuff to say. So.
Well, I didn't say that. I said, tell me your deepest secrets and it's cool. Like, I won't tell anybody. But, they fucked up. They trusted us, right? and I think it's a learning experience for everybody. So, so I got a message from David Kaplan. So it says, thanks for the nice message. You might wonder why, as somebody who doesn't live in the Northeast and has never met any of you, I continue to support and listen. I stumbled on your podcast pretty randomly a couple of years ago and have enjoyed it ever since. I don't know the people or the trails directly, but I sort of feel like I do. This has been a good and a bad year. My father died after a long illness, but after listening to Art going through the same thing and having a lot of time to think on long runs has helped me through it. I was also directly inspired by you all to sign up for the Badger Trail Race last summer and finished my first 100K. I still have family in Massachusetts, and while I generally don't fly to run, maybe I'll figure out a time to visit them when I can also do a race nearby. So maybe I'll see some of you out on the trails. Happy running.
Oh, yay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, David. I'm sorry for your loss, and I appreciate you acknowledging mine as well. I think that's what we do, is like we talk about we talk about more than just the fun shit that happens out on the trails. We also talk about life. So I wish the best through getting through that, and dealing with the loss as time goes on. So, Celeste, maybe you want to.
Well, I got
a little bit here.
Wonderful message from Ross. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, I know.
love Ba-da-ba. He just
I
makes
do
me
too.
Ba-da-ba. Wait, nope. Heard it when I said it.
No,
You do not.
Too
Sorry.
late, you said it.
Yep. It's just sipping
Okay,
a
so
little.
it was
He
getting
said-
awkward there, Beck. I'm surprised you stopped. What's up?
He
have
didn't
a
go all
New
the
Year's
way.
now.
resolution.
the little pull-ups commercials. That's what we can call ourselves now.
I'm a
Like,
big
when they
girl
get the
now.
pull-ups, now we can be like, seeing as though we're coming up on 5 years old, we can be like, we are big kids now. That's me pulling up my diaper.
Very
Nice.
good.
That's what I do.
Oh,
All right, sorry, go on.
okay. So from Ross, he said, all's great here in Littleton. 2023 was a year of mostly not running, giving back by volunteering to help others. My 9-year-old
Yes.
son, Thomas, got into golf, so I went to the golf range with him a bunch instead of hitting the trails. Health permitting, 2024 is a year of running again, with a shot at the Grand Canyon rim to rim in April or May, and then trying to break 69 hours for the reverse cut in May, June. I'm excited knowing you'll be taking a shot at the 2024 cut too. Makes me happy because I have a theoretical training partner out there also being stupid. I am hoping to break 70 in a round of golf again this year, but that's a bit of a stretch goal. So that's from our Ross.
70
And
around
he's-
golf. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Very good.
he's phenomenal. Yeah, and I'm all for being stupid, so yay.
Oh, I'm so excited that I'm gonna
I
be
know.
able to see him again. He's really I can't sing his praises enough.
Yeah.
He was so wonderful, and helped so much for me at the cut. And
And I
Yeah.
guess he won't be bringing back the canoe to Colchester this year, then probably, huh?
you never
Oh,
know,
he didn't
maybe
mention it.
Didn't mention it.
maybe he's surprising us.
Maybe he'll surprise us. Yeah.
I know. I think we were trying to convince Lenny's mom to come do Colchester, but
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lenny's mom should come on up there.
I kind of want us all to go out to her one day and just do a race. And not just because I want to see Lenny, okay?
Sure. You can keep talking.
Oh, if you believe
All
me.
right. So,
All right, Art, you got another one, or
I do. Yes. Yes. I have one from Andy Tide. It says about me. Ah, Christmas time. Sweet memories of chasing loose chickens at Grammy and Gramps' house, eating homemade ravioli and chocolate raspberry pie until we have to put to use the way to big plaid pajama pants gifted with good intentions. Blasting west on 90 for 7 hours with kids yelling, whining, and putting in record hours of screen time, just to launch ourselves east again after 3 packed days of sweet family. Setting our sights on home and counting the days from COVID exposure at grandma's. I have 3 kids. I'm not father of the year. I work a real job as if it were important. It's not. And run like it pays money. It doesn't. They are all awesome. Lucas 7, Cora 4, and Bodhi 16 months. All beautiful, healthy, and smarter than me. What else could you ask for? I'm currently training for my first 100, Riverlands 100 in Maine.
Nice.
Here it's loops and there are gators, so I'm all in. I am not actually in the race yet, but I am 6th on the wait list, so I feel hopeful.
Oh, you're in.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, oh, you're in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna make it.
I
Yeah.
am actually not training yet either, unless overeating is training. Just trying to learn to run downhill without fear or real hills. That's the training plan until February. But I have to go because the baby is awake and 4-year-olds can't wipe their own ass yet.
Don't I know it?
So
Neither can 5-year-olds, right, guys?
that's right.
Can we really?
We can pretend.
Personally, no.
We can pretend.
Although if you have Desitin, the first one's free. That's what I
That's
heard.
true.
Right.
Some of the
I
first
remember
two,
that.
Yeah.
That's why there's
Yeah.
Desitin. So,
Mhm.
so thank you guys for those notes. And I guess we
I
got.
have one from Albert too.
Oh, please.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, let's see. What for the Patreon episode? What's going on with me? Not much. Have run in a few out of the way places for me and have taken some great pics. That's the great thing about trail running and running. Sometimes you get to see natural beauty. Also have found a lot of change in December, like $5 worth. And lastly, have a 50K road race Sunday. Hopefully weather doesn't suck that much. So
Oh, I
Good
remember
luck
talking to
Sunday.
him about that race.
yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So,
So-
I want to figure this out. Like, where's he getting all this change?
He finds it.
I know,
the-
but
on the
think
ground.
It's just like
He's inspired me to actually pick up change because I see it and I don't always pick it up because I think, oh, if it's on heads. And then I'm like, that's just silliness.
yeah, but like,
I only pick it up if it's cash. Like I ain't picking up change.
I pick up
But
change.
we
I pick up
should.
everything. I would pick up all the same stuff. Albert
I would
said,
pick it up,
even
but
that
my
half
po-
penny.
my point is, do you guys use cash anymore?
I mean, cash
Yeah.
sometimes, change never.
Sometimes I go, and I'm not kidding you, sometimes I go 3 weeks without any cash in my wallet.
Well, I still feel like I spend less if I use cash. So I try to sometimes, but I don't that much, especially because I work from home. So it's like I'm not.
Plus, you get cash back if you use your credit card,
Mm. So
right? So I use my credit card for everything for the rewards.
it takes
We
money to
just pay it
spend
off
money.
every month.
What?
Takes money to spend money. You mean it
Yeah.
takes
I
money to
mean,
make
There you go.
money?
yeah.
Kids, remember, kids, it
does
takes money to spend
take-
money.
Well, it actually
It
doesn't
doesn't.
if you have a credit card. It just takes
Yeah.
plastic to spend money.
That's
Right.
right. Don't worry about it. You can pay it off.
But you're in
later.
trouble if you don't pay that off every month.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
Listen
Oh,
to
don't even
Susie
worry
Orman,
about it.
okay?
They'll just write it off after you die. You'll owe it all forever. Don't worry about it.
Is that
Don't
a
worry about it,
professional
kid.
opinion, Fred?
Forget about compound interest. It's not a problem.
Oh,
Okay.
You can,
All right.
you can always talk to Sarah Porras. She'll bail you out.
yeah.
Nice.
We'll
Well,
sue
about
the
your bad
banks like
choices.
they deserve.
Except that my bad choices are usually something to do with mileage. Although Sarah Porras might bail you out of that too.
She could. She'll come with
Yeah.
her with her awesome Volkswagen camper and crew you. So she can
I
bail
mean,
you out.
honestly.
I was thinking of Sarah Porce the other day during the run because I did a what's called the holiday marathon with the trail mixers.
Yeah, I wanted to find out how that went because I saw a little bit of it on
Yeah.
Facebook, and it
It
seemed like it was very cold.
It wasn't that cold, really. It was pretty comfortable. So
Didn't it like rain though? Like where
yes,
people had to call it quits at the end?
yeah, it was. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's when you do 25 miles on the AT, it's gonna suck. I mean, for me, when and let's say that hypothetically you're 20 pounds overweight and not trained, just like hypothetically, okay? Like
Yeah.
somebody might try
like if
that,
one of
okay?
your friends happened to be doing it and was 20 pounds overweight.
Yeah. Like I know
Right.
this guy pretty well who might have tried that, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And if you all of a sudden think that like you don't need like lube under your arms or something, oh my God.
But don't worry, no one would ever think any of those things. So they
Yeah.
wouldn't get themselves in that situation,
I don't know.
right?
I mean, who
People
would do
careful
something
with-
like that?
Yeah, who would go with no lube?
Oh,
Honestly,
I had to borrow,
did the other
I had
day,
to
but-
borrow lube, right? I mean, like, that's like
That
borrowing.
just sounds so wrong.
Or like
does.
3
It's
hours
like-
in, anybody got any Desitin? I need this, man.
I
What do
would
you got?
Oh God, I would have paid
Oh,
top
that
dollar
happened
for
to me one
Desitin.
time. I ran to a race from my house, and I got there, and I'm like, "Does anybody have lube?" And it was like a 5K, so of course nobody did. I'm like, "Okay, now I got to run home."
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Wow. So it was, you know, luckily and here's some details for you. Luckily, all the chafing was above the belt. So that was fortunate.
That's a win.
That's a huge
That's
win.
a win.
That's a huge win. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It was, and I tried to keep positive about it, but it was very discouraging for me, honestly, because
You got you went the whole distance, right?
I did, yes. And it was lots of fun. And I'm supposed to be like supportive.
But you didn't
of
get the pizza in the gym.
No, you're right. I didn't.
But did you die?
I could have quit. I could have quit like 2 miles before the end, or stopped 2 miles before the end. And there was pizza some people went into the gym and they were going to wait for us there, you know. And there was like a basketball game and they gave them pizza.
Nice.
So
Yes,
I figured it was better to stay out in the rain. And I did kind of channel my inner Fred Marola. I was like, yeah, I could stop now, but that's not what I signed up for. So I said I was going to do this thing for no fucking apparent reason. And
For fun,
This-
Art.
this
You're
is what I'm
it for
doing.
fun.
Yeah. So it was great.
I mean,
And
marathons are fun.
they are.
We did one Monday, just
You
for
did?
no reason.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
did.
I did one with the idiots. So, you know,
The dumbasses
went-
or the idiots?
the idiots, my idiots.
Oh.
Ashley, Liz, Craig, Danny did part of it. Kelsey did part of it. We went to the Schnipsit Striders over at Valley Falls in Vernon. Is that Vernon? I think that's Vernon.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, but we
Cool.
went, like, we took the Schnipsit out to McDonald's for breakfast because, I mean, honestly,
As one
that's
does.
what you do during a marathon. Yeah. And then, you know, we did a couple loops there. And then, we went up to the rail trail, which, as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather do a 50K on roads than 10 miles of rail trail because it was
Yeah,
hell.
that's hard shit because that's right where the
Where did you get on the rail trail?
boring. At Valley Falls, you know, where you go up,
that's
and
by
if
the
you actually take Schnipsit up to the rail trail, and
it's
then
right
like
by the notch, Beck.
yeah,
Bolton Notch.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, so that's where
But anyways.
it's right in the middle of the Hop and Hodges 50K. It's like a middle section of that. So you actually have to do that twice on the Hop and Hodges, once going one way and the other time going the other way.
yeah.
Oh.
And in one direction, it's like a gentle down, not
Yeah.
enough to make it feel good, but when you're going
Yes.
in the other way, it's like 6 miles of just incline.
Yes. But it is it's fun, right? And it's kind of what we signed up for. So I'm glad. Congratulations to you for for doing that. And it was fun running with the trail mixers doing the marathon. We got like 6,000 feet of climb, I guess, in the marathon.
Wow.
It was pretty good.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
It was, but I don't know. It was cool just because at every road crossing or every different parts of the trails, I just had memories of being on the AT and just different times. And one of them was thinking about Sarah Porras because she had her van set up for some trail magic there one year when she was suing and crewing. So, yeah. But that's not why we're here. We're not here today to talk about.
I love that we've talked about everything that we're not here to
That's
talk
right.
about.
Everything we're not going to talk about.
I feel like Art said that like a couple times.
Yeah. So what else aren't we going to talk about?
I want
Sorry.
some support. We could all use some support, Art.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is that I can go off on this and you guys still support me, which is awesome. So thank you. But tonight we'd like to really recognize our Patreons. So we're going to go through our Patreon list here. And the first one is Name. And
Are they in a different order?
Well, sort of. Sometimes Name likes to hop to the top, like take control and like be a header instead of part of the data. So that's how Name rolls.
And Name's been there from the beginning too. So
that's right.
There.
Always.
Stalwart. Yeah. Thank you,
right.
Name.
Along with was in the war too. Name was in the war, served with rank and serial number. So
yes. Yep.
Very famous people. So, but first up we have hashtag Hundo Joe. And I got to I was honored to be able to run with Joe on Sunday. So
I hear he's run Boston 9 times, Art.
Yes.
Could that be true?
Son of a bitch. Yes, could be. Could be. Yep. I did. I got to run with him in the original Cultra. The original Cultra. Jordan came into town and Stacy was there. Brian wasn't able to make it, but we thought about him and made fun of him, in his absence. So it was good to see Joe. Next we have Albert Star Galactica, who we just had an update from, and he's been showing off that money. He got one time he got 112 cents, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
And a half though. I think he had a half there too.
Oh yeah. That was like, what the fuck happened to that? Was that like,
I know.
I guess that's like New York, right? Like sometimes
that's New York. Somebody tore a penny in half.
Yeah, they fucking
just
bid it.
Because.
Yeah.
Well, he's strong. He could tear a penny in half.
Like, your money's no good here. Tore the coin in half.
Yeah. Ben Steele with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Wow. Then we have a Marcus.
Yay.
Yeah.
Not just any Marcus. Oh no, it is just any Marcus. It's not the Marcus. It's a Marcus.
It's a Marcus.
Hey.
So.
Hey, Marcus.
So actually, did you know if you spell his name backwards, it's actually Suckram?
Okay, all right.
Which is kind of like a cousin of mine. That's like in certain countries, that's how they pronounce Byram, is like Suckram. So I'm just saying, like that can happen to us. I wonder what spell check would do with that, right?
Yeah.
Gosh. Then we have Amy Jennifer Hanlon, who just never ceases to amaze. She just kicked my ass at Bimblers this year, and I'm sure she's doing great because she's running with Amy Jennifer Hanlon's friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So who do we got next?
Oh, Mauer Power. Big congrats to Mauer Power. She just finished first female, second overall at the ages. The
48 hours across the years.
That's a guess.
Yeah.
She did 176 miles.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
Yes. So I just saw that on Facebook. So congrats.
Wow. That's impressive.
It is.
Very
yes,
good.
Good job.
Well done. We also have Amaya Sorensen. Now,
and, very impressive that she just hauled butt up that hill on
did.
Christmas Eve morning. Oh wait, she was in the back with me. So we hauled butt. Oh, and Art.
You hauled each other's butts.
Hauled butt going up that hill.
Yes, and
I mean,
she
I took
smiled the
early
whole
start.
time.
I had not seen Amy in a long time though, so it was nice to see
Yeah.
her on Christmas Eve.
No, she's so good.
She is. She's like the spirit of Christmas,
She is.
isn't she?
She really is. A lot of times, like Reagan and I will be like, I don't know, something will happen, and we'll both be like, "Man, this is so dumb," and she'll be like, "But no, it's probably positive in the way that the sun and the moon align, and then a rainbow comes over," and we're like, "God damn you!" She's
Stay
just
on the
Being
path.
so
positive.
happy.
She is.
Gotcha.
And then you just want to not be, but you're like, but now I have to be because you're right.
And then we have Andy Tide.
Pride of Plymouth.
That's right. And you know what? Now we know what happens on Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what he does when he comes up against them Gators. So
Oh yeah, he's gonna
tear ass. He's gonna be good.
he's gonna destroy those Gators.
he might find some Gators in Plymouth though every once in a while. They might
You
be
never know.
like migrating and stuff like that.
Washing down from Maine.
Yeah, they can.
It happens.
They can. The toilet flushes in Maine, and a gator appears in Plymouth.
Cape Cod Bay. Right.
That's right. Penobscot. Penobscot gators are the worst.
So is a toilet flushes in Maine and what did you say in a gator shows up in Plymouth? Is that sort of like a God closes a door and opens a window? Like
No, it's more like a tree grows in Brooklyn. So
There you go.
So then speaking of things that grow, we have Angelia Rose,
yes.
who is out there chasing Mr. Hundo Joe around, or maybe he's chasing her around.
I think it's the other way around.
Might be the other way around. She's
Oh yeah.
I think so.
looking pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have Antone de Betancourt. Wow.
Still waiting for my shoes.
He's what now?
Still waiting for my shoes.
Yeah.
Remember the shoes that we promised ourselves, that I promised us from Antone?
Was it Anchor Down?
I'm not
Is
sure,
that where
but
we got those
I
shoes?
promised myself shoes that he would get me.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have shoes on our in our gear store, I think.
Remember when I don't know why this made me think of this, but just a little like back. Remember when I got the Vegemite
Yes.
in the mail?
Ugh.
Yep.
Good stuff.
And I
you
tried it on
air.
the show.
You tried it during the show.
I did. That was so horrible.
Disgusting.
It was so I still don't understand how anybody can eat that. Like and I remember somebody being like, "Oh, it's kind of briny tasting, like a little olivey," and I love olives, so I was like, "All right," but it tasted like a tire, like an old
Salty tire. Very salty.
tire that had a lot of grease on
Ew.
it. And I haven't eaten tires before, and I haven't eaten greasy tires, so I'm not sure why I know this, but that I can't even say that it tasted like a tire because it tasted so foul that it tasted worse than I could imagine a tire would
It
taste.
didn't taste like a hot dog, huh?
Not like an Austin Frank,
Like Austin Frank would sell.
Oh,
now, he
I
could have
get it.
sold you a
Okay.
hot dog.
like a Texas hot dog.
That's right. He could. Keep hot dogs weird. Support Austin Franks.
Oh, Shazam.
Azam? Azam? Shazam. Shazam. Azam Shazam. Pool time.
Yeah.
We used to just really go into like the Jersey A, the Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam. Or maybe that's a Queens. That's more of a Queens thing. Shazam. Actually, he is from New York, though, too. So,
I believe so. Yeah.
but I think he's from Brooklyn, Then we have Ben Nallet. I wonder if we're going to get Ben to
I don't know
show
why I'm
up.
clapping.
Why not? That's good. You can clap.
I know. I just felt like I needed to clap.
Hopefully, we'll get Ben back at the Cut 112. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Then we have Ben 1N. He's got one N, but it's a fucking good N, right?
It's a good end.
Yeah.
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 It's a big, solid
You know
end.
what? If we're going to get somebody at the cut and it's going to be a Ben, how amazing if we got this Ben, the Ben that only runs on treadmills. If we were like, listen, Ben Griffin, Ben 500N Griffin,
Yeah.
we're going to have you not run on a treadmill.
Can you imagine?
Slightly different than a treadmill. And
No, it's about the same, really. It's pretty much a gimme.
Treadmill,
Just
right? Yeah.
training. I would just put your treadmill, like you got to really elevate it, like put it up to like 2%, 3%, something like that.
Throw some gravel down.
No,
Yeah.
I think he said that he can't do that because his head would hit the ceiling.
Well, I remember actually us talking about that, about how his ceiling is really low.
Yeah.
Or that could be just a lie and it's just an excuse for him to run on the treadmill.
No, that gives you focus.
Possibly.
Low ceilings give you focus.
Not me. I can't reach the ceilings.
It's true.
I know. The ceiling would have to be pretty low.
Hmm.
But anyways,
Well, speaking of ceilings, we have the Berkshire Trailheads, right? And anytime they're there, they're sealing the deal. So,
Nice. Up in the Shire.
right.
yes, which is great. Then we got Bessic Hustle. Oh, and by the way, Berkshire Trailheads, they're like some of the good people that we were talking about in the beginning of the show.
Yes.
The chosen ones, the non-money grabbers.
Yes.
Correct. Right.
Go ahead, bite the big apple. Don't mind the maggots. Sorry.
Like the bottom half of this group has
Should do
just
bad.
like going like, what?
Shattered. Oh,
That's the Rolling Stones from
That's
the
right.
70s, from the Some Girls album.
thank
Shattered.
you. Thank you, Fred.
I was born in the 70s. Does that count?
There you go. It was probably played to you when you were a baby. Who knows?
Probably.
It probably was. Should do
Don't you
bad.
know the crime rate's going up, 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 up? Yeah. Living in this
Well-
town must be tough, 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 tough.
We got rats on the west
Rats
side.
on the west side, bed bugs uptown. What
What a
mess.
mess.
Oh my gosh, look at
This
you. Put a
town's in
little skull
tattered.
cap on Fred, and this is what happens.
Honestly.
Getting ready for culture karaoke, you know.
Yeah.
Spread it all over Manhattan. Mhm. Bikini. Oh, we got Bessic Hustle.
Yeah. Yay. That's it.
He's been dropping weight, dropping names, dropping time, and drop kicking asses.
As long as he's not dropping deuces.
Well,
Well,
But
don't
if
we
he's
all?
dropping weight, maybe he's dropping those too. A lot of them.
that's right. I heard that's how he's been dropping the weight. So like you don't want to follow him because first of all, the sun's going to blot out. Second of all, there's maybe some obstacles on the course. Just saying, I
So-
heard that. So don't know if it's true.
Bikini Chicken. One was so excited that I got to see Stacy.
Yeah,
I
same
know.
That
here.
was really awesome.
Yep.
I hadn't seen her in a while, and I love her hair.
Yes.
It looks so good.
It
It
does.
looks-
I kept saying it, and then I was like, I think this is getting creepy. Like I was kind of creeping
Did you
myself
pet
out.
it, Becky? Like, I love your hair.
You know, I may have. I actually
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if I
Okay,
did.
that would be creepy.
Could I tell you something? I got to
You-
run
you
with
petted
Stacey
her hair.
3 times.
Wow.
I got Christmas. Then that out on the AT, she was there. Of course, she was like, well, fucking ahead of me. They did wait though most of the time. And then also 2 days after. Thank God we were supposed to run the next morning after doing that AT run. And I was just like, I was so chafed, I couldn't even get in the shower when I got home. I was like, I just can't even do it. I gotta like, put that whatever that goo is on yourself.
Put it on before you get in the shower. If you put Desitin on before you get in the shower, the sting isn't quite as bad.
It's healing. That's the thing. Is
Ah.
healing you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because
interesting.
it gives like a barrier, just like, so when the water hits, I'm not saying it's great, but it's not as bad.
Listen to this. Listen to this, people. This is why all those thousands of dollars that are sent our way just fucking you can't buy what Celeste just said. Okay.
I mean, you probably could if you bought a book on Amazon that gave some, but it wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the
Because-
same. It wouldn't be
It
live.
wouldn't be.
That would be giving into the big book companies,
It
Yeah.
would be.
Big book.
like the
So-
AA groups.
I have
No,
something
wait, stop.
sad to say.
Yes.
Ugh.
speaking of bikini chicken here, so I had to finally officially say goodbye to my chicken.
Oh no.
It was time.
What?
I know. And you know that I've kept the chicken forever, but it was decapitated and defootated. I had no idea that the feet were on
What
their
is
way
a
out too.
What a hated.
The head came off completely, which I knew was coming, but the feet too, both of them. So poor little
Was
bikini
Jimmy
chicken
Mack
was
near
just
this
a
thing?
bikini.
It sounds like Jimmy Mack might have been near it. Like he did the time he ripped
Really
the
pull the arms off your monkey.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh. So the next one is Bill Gibbs. And I gotta
Yay,
say
Bill.
this. I think Bill is doing a Rock the Ridge run.
Wow.
So I think he could use some support. So I think he's got something going with some and he didn't tell me this. I'm just like taking it upon myself to promote his shit. Is that I think like if you donate some money to him, like he'll give you a massage kind of. So it's kind of like a donation in kind, like a bartering.
Ooh.
He's basically selling himself.
Awesome.
Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
So
I'm all for it.
He's
Yeah.
professional.
So
Yep.
there you go. So Bill Gibbs, thanks for your support, Bill. I think Bill may be our not in a geriatric sense, but in a chronological sense, he may be a 5-year supporter. He may be our
I
oldest.
love that you started like
supporter.
that, where I don't think anyone would have thought it that way. Like he's our oldest Patreon. If you just said that, I don't think anyone
I don't
would have
know.
oldest
You
Patreon.
know,
Yeah.
you don't
I
want
love
to.
that you said in a
You'd be like-
non-geriatric way.
There's some
Not
old
the
people
oldest
there.
Patreon,
I
but
mean,
he's the oldest Patreon.
we got Hundo there. He's not a spring chicken, right? He's not like a bikini chicken. I mean, he's as old as I am, don't get me wrong, but then we have our patriotic Patreon, right?
Yes,
Bill
Bill Kilpatrick.
Bill
I
Patrick.
salute you.
Yes.
And Bill Odendahl, it was so great to see him. And I got my running clothes back from a year ago.
It only took a year. That's right.
And do you see he's doing the double?
Only Bill Odendahl could wear my clothes and fit perfectly and look better on him. I mean, not that that's like my clothes look the best on me. I don't mean it like that. But I remember where I gave those to him to
Although they
wear.
do.
I remember at the frat sash, and he like put it. He wore the stuff, and I was like, "Oh, it looks so cute on you."
Hmm. Hey, speaking of a fat sash, I heard from Kim Levinsky today. So, so just like I want to give a shout out to her, even though she's probably giving under an alias on our Patreon list, I'm sure. But I want to just like let everybody
She's
know if
awesome.
you're looking for a good time, call Kim, right? Is that's not
Absolutely.
wrong, right? I mean, like a good, if you want to party.
Yeah. Nothing weird about that.
Nothing at all. Just
I really
yeah.
wanted to do her race this month.
I was
And
gonna
then
say,
I
she's got a
remembered
race
that
this
I
month,
gained
right?
13 pounds and am barely running.
Beck,
So
it's happened to us all, except I gained a lot more than 13. So, but I'm back in the saddle.
that's good. I'm
Fighting
next
our
to
way
the
back.
saddle. The saddle's there. I just can't reach it.
Yeah. Well, I'm pulling on the cinch strap at least. So my foot's caught in the stirrup and I'm being dragged behind an ornery mule. So, okay. So we have,
Brian Musiak.
let somebody else take the lead here. I feel like I'm talking way too much here.
All right. Can I do it?
Please.
All right. Whoa, whoa. Brian Musiak. Whoa, whoa. Is that really how you say his last name? I think it's got to be.
Obviously.
I think it could be that or Musiak.
Ooh. I feel like the fact that no, it can't possibly be.
We
He's
should
not
ask
the
him.
Musiak. He's a very naughty boy. Anyone?
No.
Life of Brian? Somebody come on.
Wait, Life of Brian? What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It's a Monty
Oh, yeah,
Python
it's a
movie
Monty Python movie.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No?
never saw it.
Sorry.
where somebody
All right.
comes up and
Always look
everybody's
on the
saying, everybody's
bright
calling the
side of
Messiah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No?
know. See, Celeste and I. Oh, Brian.
No?
It's
right.
like those are the things that all the guys laugh at, and most of the women are like, "What? I don't get it. It's
Yeah.
not funny. It's just a bunch of penis jokes."
Okay.
Do you know what I keep laughing about?
They're funny.
Okay, I know, but
They
like,
are. But do you know what I keep laughing about? Which is probably, and I just actually bought a poster of it, and I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and I don't know why it's so funny. It's a picture of a black cat, and he's holding a bone, and it says, "I found this humorous." It's so
Okay.
that's like a scientist joke.
It's so funny because the
Oh.
black cat's got like this, he's got this grumpy look on his face and he's just holding it like whatever. And he's like a little chunky. And I just keep looking at it and I just keep laughing because and I keep explaining it to my husband, thinking that if I explain it to him one more time, it'll suddenly seem like super funny. And he'll be like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." But it hasn't. But yet
Once you
every
have to
time I look
explain
at it, I start laughing. And now now I'm gonna have this picture framed in my bathroom, so whenever I use the bathroom, I can just laugh.
There you go.
I think every time that your husband's there, you should point it out to him and explain it to him again.
I should be like, "I found this humorous."
It's a humorous, right? You
I
gotta
would type
be
it out.
humorous, and the cat finds it humorous.
I would tape an explanation to the picture. So anyway, listen, we got to keep moving here.
Okay,
'cause
sorry.
otherwise
All right,
we're going to be into next week.
B Rice, Henley, Celeste Fong, a ding a dong,
Oh yeah.
Sherry Bilby.
She's the cutest.
She's I'm looking forward to running with her. I keep meaning to text you, Sherry, and then I have not because
She could use your support because
she could. I've used her support quite a bit this year, and
I
so
could tell you-
I need to return the favor.
I could tell you things that are going on, but I would be violating HIPAA rules. So
Yes, chocolatey oatmeal raisin chip. It's so saucy of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got off
But
the
I
deep
have
end
to
there.
say, I
Oatmeal
really
raisin.
love a chocolate chip and oatmeal cookie.
Chocolate chip
Take
oatmeal.
those
I'm down
raisins
with.
out.
Not the raisins. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
No,
you.
no, you
raisins
put the
are
chocolate-
no.
You put the
Wait.
chocolate chips in there with the oatmeal, and it's delicious.
I think,
I like the oatmeal with the frosting on it.
are raisins poisonous to dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Well, they're not supposed to eat them.
Yeah. So
Okay.
grapes can be lethal or there could be no reaction, but you don't know. So never
can't
let
trust
Until
the
you
fucking
give them
grape.
like a whole handful of them and see what happens.
Yeah, because Mercury got into a grape one time and I had to rush him to the vet and they had to make him
See, now that's
puke
the-
and-
That's how you know she has a little dog.
Yeah.
Because she
'Cause
says
he-
he
no,
got
he-
into it. Somebody says you got into something. You think like they got into the garbage. They got into like this big roast. And I love that Celeste's dog got into a grape. And it
Wait for it.
That's exactly how I
he had a quarter of a grape. So he didn't even have a whole grape.
I love that he got into a grape. That's so
Yeah.
cute because it's a little
I
dog thing.
I got into a grape with my old lady.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, Rose all knows all, sees all, is all.
Yep.
And who knows, maybe I'll be able to like run a lap with him at Notchview this year. Hopefully Notchview happens.
Ooh. I know, right?
I'm a little nervous.
I'm so stressed.
I know, double N, make it happen. Christine Chinhing.
Yep.
Eyebrows.
Saw her this
All you
weekend.
say. Christopher Colangelo.
Yeah, so Crisco offered my friend Craig is an idiot, and he's got me doing a 50 miler every month this year for fun. So Chris just a 50, yeah, because Ashley, who's also an asshole, decided she's going to do a marathon every month. So I said, sure, I'll do it with you because why not? And so he said I had to do a 50 miler every month.
And so you
And
do.
you agree to this.
He
I
doesn't
didn't
live
say I
near
was
the-
smart.
he doesn't live
That's
near
what
the
this
Brooklyn
last
Bridge, does he?
Yeah.
He's lucky to be alive. Let's just leave it there.
Oh my gosh.
I
But
just
anyway,
saw
so Chris has been
Clement.
doing.
Clement said in chunks. I just saw his picture on Facebook. He makes my heart happy.
Yes, he
is
does.
Engineer of the
I mean,
Year
Clement
from
scented
somewhere,
chunks
right?
don't, but
Engineer of the Year in, where is it? Like somewhere upstate New York.
Yeah,
I give him Human of the Year.
for real.
Yeah.
XO. Clarice. I didn't even say that the right way. And
You
Crutch to the Lee.
Yeah.
I love Crutchley.
Dan Behant.
Dan Braveheart.
Oh, right.
Braveheart.
Yes. Oh, and you got to run with Hoops and Poops.
I did. He took the he took the pizza.
I was just gonna say he took the pizza out from what I saw.
He did.
He's a smart man.
I mean,
That's right.
pizza.
David Hyde,
And Seek.
Yep.
David Kaplan.
We got a lot of Davids. We got triple D's here. Look at
Yeah,
them.
Sorry.
We got triple D's here.
we do not. You might. We does not.
I mean, not anymore, but
Never.
well.
Never. This whole
Yeah.
when you get pregnant thing, yeah, it's a lie.
Oh, before I had kids. After I had
Even
kids,
then.
I lost a ton, but before kids.
I don't know how you can lose something that you don't have. Like, I think I like went inward. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I was like, what? How is this happening? Anyways, all right.
All right.
Well, we'll go on to Celeste.
Oh, Ellen Critelicano. And we have Ellie Pell.
Did
Ellie
you
Pell.
know? I just heard Ellie Pell was just she was just in the she went to the summer championship of speed skating short track.
Did she?
I could see her as a short track speed skater.
Yeah.
The summer
Yep.
she did the summer tour. So
Yep.
I
in,
looked
in
for a
Boulder.
second.
So
Yeah.
So very, very very well done. So congratulations,
What was
Ellie.
that guy?
Sorry, she got tripped
Apollo
up.
Ono, right? Wasn't it Apollo Ono or something? Was the
Yeah,
short
Yoko Ono,
Yeah.
I think.
speed skater? Yeah. Ellie
That's
Pell,
right.
Apollo Ono.
But yeah, I think Ellie might have won, and you might have read about her in the papers. Except that I think she tripped somebody in the last loop or something.
I mean, hopefully she gave him a good elbow.
She did. She
Oh.
did.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. And then we
yeah,
have
everyone does.
our very own mayor,
But
of
not
Culture
of New
City.
Jersey.
Emily
Yeah.
Mayer. No, not in New
Of
Jersey.
Norfolk, Massachusetts, apparently, right?
Yep.
Yes, who we didn't get to see on Christmas Eve, which was sad.
That was very sad. Yeah.
Mm.
Enrique Tello.
Father of the Chosen One.
Yeah, I saw The Chosen One this weekend. The
Oh.
Strider. Also, Eric Wester was at the Strider, and he was just flying. I was like, "Are you
Well,
going to breathe?" Or
He
Yes.
was, but he's got to try a little bit harder. He's been westing too much. So
okay.
Racing.
it's like
Just westing.
fucking. We want Eric Trier. We don't want Eric Wester. I mean, like fuck, anybody can west. I mean,
Okay. And then we got Franklin Gandalf.
the founding father of Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Yep. You shall not pass.
Mhm.
Fred Wills.
Mhm.
The Fast Fred from Cheshire.
Yep.
Fast
Fuck
Fred.
Arby's. Let's see. Jeffrey Myler. Heidi Stearns, who is very proud to have made it another year as my friend and survived. So congratulations.
That's saying something.
I mean, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
She did do trails with me too. So she made it out of the woods alive. So
Mm.
JJ Duran.
He ran so far away.
He's just so far away.
I was rocking out on some 80s music and I just kept thinking, is this Duran Duran? I think so.
I saw Duran Duran in concert, so do what
You know, I'm not a big
that.
Duran
After
Duran
you.
fan, but I have to say, I imagine that they were probably really good in concert because they're like one of those bands. Like, I'm not a huge fan, but yet they're really talented. Like, that's just one of those things where you're like, it's kind of like how I feel. Well, not that it's the same thing, but how I feel about Elton John. I'm like, I don't really like you, but I know that you're ridiculously talented. Not that Duran Duran and Elton John are on the same thing. I would say Elton John's probably just a little higher up there, but you know.
You know who I'm like that with, and no one will believe, is like Beyonce.
Oh,
I'm like,
did you ever see
whatever.
Beyonce in concert?
No, I'm
I
not
saw-
interested.
Yeah, but
I saw-
no, I guess I could see that because she's so talented. But yeah, I'm like,
I saw
I'm
Elton
not going to
John
go
in
looking for her
concert.
music.
No.
I haven't seen Elton John either.
I saw him in Central Park.
Nice.
So he was wearing a Donald Duck suit.
As one does in Central Park.
And I was like, I forget how old I was. But I was probably like 16.
Wait a minute. Elton
Stoned out
John
of
was
my
in a
mind.
Donald Duck costume?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if I should believe you.
No, you can Google that shit. Just Google Donald Duck, Elton John, Central Park, and they'll tell you what year it was. Sometime in the 70s. I would guess it was probably.
All right, if I
might have been
Google that and some
79,
kind of
been
creepy
80.
porn shows up, I'm
I
going to be
know,
really mad.
right?
Oh,
Like,
sure you will.
I'll be on a watch list and shit after Googling that.
Are we going to do
Anyway.
the Donald Duck?
All right,
Let's
Jack
keep
Guy
moving
Smith.
here. We're almost
Yes,
halfway,
okay,
kids.
shh. Jack Guy Smith.
Yes.
Jacques Sarbach.
Oh yeah, I was just
Jake.
watching some French soccer.
You just told us to hurry up.
I know. Okay, fuck. All right. come
Okay.
on.
Jake Coteen.
Oh yeah.
Jamie Myler.
Cocoteen.
Who's in England, right? Jamie Myler went to
Oh.
England for the holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
It shouldn't even take us, but it's fine.
I know.
No, I'm going there too.
took
You know,
me.
I'm going to see
That's
me
where I
uncle.
am right now.
She was probably on
Nice.
the Bad Boy podcast, right?
Those fucking guys.
Yeah.
Where am I? Oh, Jank.
Jank.
Jessica Crandall.
Yeah. Jessica Crandall has a handle and can, and can pick up her, because she's always picking up her pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jillian Ellefson.
That's right.
I know. I got to see her this weekend, which made me happy.
That's like
Joseph.
honored. She's like, I thought she was getting on the boats to go off into the stars. Isn't that
She
where all
could.
the elves went?
No.
No.
Where did they go?
Gray Havens.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. I knew it was somewhere.
Celeste knows this.
I know.
I-
I just know they did something like that, but I don't know what it's called. I forget.
Oh, so you know that app I had where you it like
Going to
tracks your
Mordor?
mileage to go to Mordor
Yeah.
from Mount. So I got to Mount Doom like last week or the week before on that.
Very good.
Well, all right.
Yeah, it took me a couple months, but whatever.
But wait a minute.
All right,
don't you possess the ring already. You're not going to destroy it, right? Yeah, there you
It's
go.
literally on my hand.
She got to the edge. I hear Christopher's getting ready to bite her finger off, though.
He could try. He's not getting my ring. All right, let's see. Joseph and the amazing Technicolor trail shorts.
All right. I love that. in
Joseph
shorts,
Morris,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Just a plotter.
I
Just a
like
plot.
that.
Just a
Yeah.
plotter. Yeah.
Just that
Just
bladder.
a plotter. Same, man. Same.
Is that like a
Justin
bladder,
Kowski.
but different? I mean,
I don't think so.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, where are we? Justin Kowski,
Hmm.
Lancelot,
Gotcha. And takes
Laura-
off quite often.
Laura Ricci,
Hmm.
Lauren
Nice guy.
Edelman.
Great to see her on Christmas Eve.
I
Yeah,
know.
I hope everybody enjoyed her last episode that we had. So if you're
So-
looking to get the experience, the inside, the lowdown, the scooperoonie of a first time 100 miler, and you're thinking of it, talk to Lauren or listen to episode 271 of the Cultra Trail Running podcast.
Yeah. And the QT 104 is going to be run twice a year now, according to.
I know. Does anyone else want to smack him for that, or is it just me?
On the
Fuck.
solstice, twice a year.
Yep. And then we have Law Dog.
Mm,
Loud dog.
thank you.
Law Dog. Leanne Zarger.
Hold it. Law Dog,
Lenny's-
didn't he get caught wearing a Cultra hat, actually?
Did he?
Was he wearing a culture hat?
A
I think he
Photoshop
was-
Cultra hat?
Yeah, it was a Photoshop culture hat. Yeah,
It was. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. it was good.
Near a 112 door.
About
That
time.
was pretty on point.
Yeah.
Right? All right. What is she doing? Did I do
Sorry, I'm trying to
Leanne?
get this to.
You did
Did I do
Leanne.
last?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lenny's mom.
Got it going on.
Sure does.
Really does. Yeah. Liz Vicious. She did the marathon with me Monday. So that was fun.
She just was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm doing a marathon.
Literally.
Why
It-
not?
Yeah. My friends are dumb. Machi Macho.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's taking over?
Marty DeCow.
Perfect.
Fred, you want to
Matt Nilsson.
take the reins
Schmilson?
here?
Bring it home,
Sure.
Fred.
Matt Nilsson Schmilson.
Yeah.
Michael KO. Michael Lopresti, who did not join us on Christmas Eve because it was too icy in Norfolk,
But he ran the AT with me.
but he did run the AT. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Michelle
Missed you,
Papa
Michael.
O'Neill, who was there,
yay!
and looking lovely as always, and always
She is,
in a color coordinated outfit. She's wonderful.
of course.
Such a positive
Yep.
force.
Yes.
Mike Reardon,
Mm.
Miles Victors. Saw him.
Love his posts.
Yeah, I
I
saw,
do too.
saw him on Facebook. His reels on Facebook. Mommy Craigery. That's one of
That's one of my idiots.
What a Celeste idiot, right? Yeah, Craig. Monkey Stuffa. It was great. to see
I just walked
on
with her.
Christmas Eve.
Oh,
She's
so
wonderful.
good to see her.
She's
I
such a
know.
good person.
She's a national fucking treasure.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Great to see you, Reagan. She tried to ask me a question on Messenger, and for some reason, like Messenger was like, no, you're not allowed to messenger her back. So I had to actually go on Facebook and say, like, text me or something to talk to her.
Call me.
Call me. Call me.
Call me,
Um,
baby.
Oh my God, my eyes.
Doctor My Eyes. Yep. Nat Zilski.
There's no fucking Zilskis, okay?
Nothing.
We tried.
Not Zilskis.
Yeah.
No.
We tried as hard as we could.
Nicole Carey.
Yeah, cash and carry.
Peter KO.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
KO from the Bayo.
Powered by Pop Tarts.
Mm.
Did not comment on the Apple Jacks flavor, I don't think, right? Did he?
I wonder if he
but-
ran away. Oh,
I have to say that Pop Tarts are like he is enjoying never heretofore unrealized appreciation. The Pop Tarts bowl was the broke
yeah.
the internet basically when
Yeah.
they had an edible
broke
mascot
it.
at the end.
They ate the edible mascot, right?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
that's
when you know you've
graduate
arrived,
level.
when you're Robert Jefferson, they actually like create a mascot in your honor and eat it on national television.
I know.
Yeah.
He said, "Bite me," and they did. Who knew?
That's it. Rebecca Gonzalez Kreisberg.
That's right. 7/10 of her appreciation goes unnoticed by the rest of the population. So
Okay.
it's all underwater.
For Iceberg. Richard runs trails on YouTube, finishes Traveler 100
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube. Rob the Bear.
Ass.
Breckenridge.
You know, for some reason, every race he's at, I do end up seeing a lot of naked asses.
He
Coincidence?
brings that out in people.
I
God,
think
yeah.
not.
I think it's him.
Something to do with him. Coincidence? Ron Lacandro.
Ron Lacandro.
Ross. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Come back to Colchester, Ross. Bring
I
your
know.
Yeah.
You got unfinished business there.
He
Yep.
does. I think he's finished all the business.
I
Yes.
think he has too.
uh,
There's no business left.
yeah,
There's no business like Ross business.
I was just
7
thinking
loops.
that.
Then he did more. He did like 7.5 loops for whatever reason. He just,
You know what?
That was a cool down.
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like this is an appropriate thing to say, considering that I'm not doing much running and I've gained a lot of weight. That now would be the appropriate time for me to say, I think this should be the year that we go for 4 loops at Colchester.
What? That's
Brilliant.
Crazy talk.
It's really dumb. I think we should do it.
I know,
brilliant.
but it's well, okay. I think
I
we've
think
done
I
that.
leave on a cruise the next day.
Haven't we? We've done that, haven't we?
No, we've done 3.
Some have.
We
Some
did one
have,
and a
some
half,
have
double
not.
half.
Yes.
And I thought
Which was
Tony
3.
did a
Double
2 and a
half,
half,
and
or did a 2
Tony might have.
double half. Tony being Tony.
Tony has done it.
I mean, you
again.
could do that for Satan's Sidewalk,
Hmm.
Is it on a
For-
sidewalk?
Burks.
Oh.
No, for Burks.
Satan sidewalks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the holiday cheer.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
actually a good idea.
Mhm.
I really like that idea. Celeste, remind me of that idea. Okay, go on, but remind me of that idea.
Rufus and Brenda Chafee Fortin Chafee Chocolatey Chicken. Say that
Yay.
3 times
I was
fast.
just thinking about her today, actually, when I was out for my run. It's so
Okay.
funny. I
Explain.
was just thinking I was thinking about that race when we met them and how I thought that she was in the 3-hour race because she ran past me so fast. And then 3 hours went by and I was like, oh, she must be in the 6 hours. And then the 6 hours went by and I was like, oh, no, she's in the 12 hour.
I just remember that I was freezing to death grunting as I do on occasion during my run, like because it was like the 11th
Yeah.
hour or something like that, just freezing to death, feeding myself some ramen noodles with my hands, like scooping out the noodles and shoving them in my mouth to warm my hands up, to make my fingers warm again. And she came up and she said, "How you doing?" I said, "How you doing?" Because I was.
That
just
was the
like,
race that we were literally we left after the race directors cleaned up and left, and you and I were still there.
That's right. Just
Like-
getting our shit together.
Well, yeah.
Which and my pack, I forgot my pack there. My Nevo Rhino
Oh, right.
pack got lost there. But it might be back. I think Rob has it. So okay, here we go.
Run the whites at midnight.
That's what you should do.
Okay. And if you were missing horses on submarines, he's back. Rusty
Yes.
Wagon.
Rusty Red Wagon coming
With
back.
that, I
double
always thought was
tagging.
a wagon, and
No,
not
it's a wagon
the
tail.
tail. Like a rusty red.
Saw Rusty this weekend or last weekend or whenever.
Did you really?
Mhm. Yeah, we were out in Rhode Island running. I got
that's
pets.
So funny.
So
Yeah, I was
Celeste
happy.
actually threatened him.
I said, "Hey, come on, get
We
your
don't
shit
con-
together."
Hey,
That's right. Get back.
maybe he needed some protection. You know, I'd hate to see something happen to your nice red wagon there.
It'd be a shame to see the submarine burn down.
That's right. Yeah.
It would be sad if that dog came home with me. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
think that,
Oh, yeah,
that
there you
screen door might not be too weather resistant, you know?
Rusty resistant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's looking a little rusty there. Your submarine.
Sam Dibdall.
Well, welcome back, Rob.
Well, yeah, welcome back, Rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Sam Dibdall.
Oh yeah.
He's so great.
He's
But-
fast.
He's fast because like he's so fast he
Because he's
he left-
furious.
the reason he's so fast is because he left some fucking letters out of his last name.
He's the guy of vowel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like letters that I shouldn't, you know, my name's Byram, and they want to say Brian, but I don't know. Yeah, I think he's so fast he lost some letters in his last name along the way.
I think that's a good theory.
It could
Yeah.
happen.
Sandy Barbells.
Oh yeah.
Yay,
Sandy
barbells.
Sarah Porras. Suing and crewing, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Big Scott Johnson.
Big Scott
Yay.
Johnson.
Simon
never
C.
gets
Ed.
You're standing tall for Cultra.
Simon cut his hair.
Yeah, did you see?
I think it
Simon
looks so
corporate now.
good.
Yeah.
Looks so
it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Simon,
I said to him, he kind of looks like a pro athlete or something.
He
you know?
does.
Yeah.
Dare
looks
I
like
say
Messi.
He looks hubba hubba.
Yeah.
I know. You heard it
Looks
here
like the
first.
soccer player.
Actually, you didn't
Messi.
hear it here
Yeah.
first because you were probably thinking it too.
We should just call him Lionel. So
Lionel Messi. Yeah. Slurpee runner.
Slurpee
Go for
running.
Slurpee
Yeah.
right now.
Getting it
Slurpee.
done.
I'm
Kept
getting
kinda cold with
Slurpee.
Slurpee running now. Steep endurance. Becky.
Steeper.
Becky.
Becky.
I did. No, you didn't hear me say it?
Yeah, you gotta say it
No.
louder. Yeah.
Oh, Brian Van.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Good.
All right. Oh, that's so funny that you didn't hear it.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
probably I
Betty,
probably
you,
stepped
you
on it.
poopied. Oh,
And we
Steve-
have
Steve Estremera.
Ah,
Yeah, go ahead.
that's
sorry, Steve.
Steve
that Betty
Extrema.
pooped when we said your name.
Extreme Sporta.
That's Extrema. Steve Extrema. I think that's like that's like the proper pronunciation of it. I don't know.
Steve Estrema.
Yeah.
Okay. Ty.
There you go.
Yay! She makes me happy.
Yep.
10 junk miles. Get some while supplies last.
That's
There's
right.
Probably only like 7 or 8 junk miles left. So you guys better get going.
They are. They're getting ready to kick. So
Yeah.
I think like once they hit March, they're going to go into the final year sprint because that'll be 10 years and then Scotty's going to close shop. So then you're going to be stuck with us. So
That would be so
And that's
sad.
a threat.
that's right. We're actually we're gonna buy his Patreons for like 10 cents on the dollar.
There you go. Like we'll get them at Odd Lots or something. That's it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Odd lots. Yeah. Ocean State Odd Lots. So
Blue Hills Contagion.
Contagion. Yes. I
Um,
still got to get out to the Blue Hills. I mean, fuck.
They're
Really?
there.
Am I-
They're still there. Right there. You see Boston, then you look to the south, there they are, the Blue Hills.
I know.
The
get out
Lazarus Crew.
Sorry. The Lazarus Crew is what he said, people. I'm sorry I spoke over the top. Go ahead, Fred. Now
Tom.
back to
The Destroyer, Staradai.
you. Mm.
Okay, so we did Mount Tom last week in Rhode Island. And when I say Mount Tom, not really. But anyway, there's a stone like throne on top of Mount Tom, right? And all I could think is, well, Julia's seat right here.
There you go.
I like that. I like that it's her
Nice.
seat, not Tom's.
No way, it's her seat because she rules.
Yeah, I like that.
That's funny. Tony Bonanno to New York Bonanno.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah.
T-Bone.
T-Bone. That's there's a remember the
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld episode, right? Where George gives himself a nickname. T-Bone. Tony DiDemizio.
Oh, yeah.
Tunxis Jamie McCusker.
There you go.
Oh, sis.
Ultra Walker. He's trying to line up a 20-mile walk this weekend, which I may or may not do depending on how I feel.
Oh, it's nice to see him on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it was great
Yeah.
seeing him.
He's so nice.
Valtamer.
Huh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
William, keep running, bro, on YouTube. Jara.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Love it.
Me cook desert in the rear.
Excellent.
And there it is.
Oh my gosh. So
We did it.
for
We did it
anybody
in
who
in
guessed
like less than 4 hours.
anybody who
Wake up,
guessed
people.
like, yeah, the over under was an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to be the judge. It probably didn't take that long, but it sure seemed that long, didn't it, people?
It was at least 7 hours.
Is it Thursday yet?
But not for us, though. For us, this time has gone by just like
Like a
the last
blink of
5
an
years
eye.
have. It's
Like the
been
biscuits of a dog.
like so are the days of our lives.
My dogs have been having a heart attack upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, they've been barking nonstop.
Because they miss you. And they're little
Yeah,
dogs.
they're little babies.
Yeah, they want their loving.
Oh my God, we saw a puppy Irish wolfhound this weekend.
Ooh.
Is that even
It was as
legal?
big as me. I don't know, but it was so cute.
It's like a saber-toothed jackrabbit. I mean,
Honestly.
That's funny.
wow. So what else? There's a run show coming up in Boston. I don't know if you guys heard about that, where they're going to have all the big business of running there and actually some interesting guest speakers and stuff like that. So,
Really?
yeah, there is.
Oh.
I think it's January 27th and 28th
Oh,
in Boston. And if you sign up, you can use the discount code from 10 Junk Miles. We're offering it to all of our listeners. Because I stole it from them, so they'll probably get credit for it. But fuck it, who cares? I'm sure. So I think the code is podcast, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go. But that's only for 10 Junk Miles listeners, not. I don't know. I guess if you made it this far, you probably. I don't know. I think
That's
they would
pretty
probably
funny.
appreciate.
We
the
should
extra
run to
stuff.
Boston.
Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Why
we can
not?
do that.
Go. I love these ideas that I have.
Actually, here's the thing: if you run from Glastonbury to Boston, and then when you get to the end of the Boston Marathon, if you run a 5 mile, and then the 1 mile that you ran in gym class, it comes out to 112 miles.
Okay.
So
So that's practically exactly 112.
it pretty much is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
it
have to
is.
run the mile that you ran in gym class, though, just to make it all work out. So
As well as running to Boston, then running the Boston course, then running 5 miles, then running the mile that you did in gym class.
yes. Yeah. Pretty much.
You got this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
All
pretty
right.
much a gimme. So that's like we're gonna do like the quad. Yeah, no, I'm flying in from I'll whatever. I have prior engagement the day before, so I wouldn't be able to run
Ooh.
there. So
Sounds so
So-
fancy.
I guess this kind of wraps up our Patreon episode. I hope everybody had a happy New Year. I understand that myself, I have to tell you, like as soon as the holidays were over, like the day after Christmas, I was depressed as hell, and I really struggled this year. I gotta say, so it's not all always about everything's fucking great. It for me.
Candy canes and gumdrops.
Yeah. So I didn't have a lot of that. I just had like a lot of shit. Just like stuff, nothing new, just stuff that I already knew, But so I struggled. So I guess if you're out there and you're struggling, I get it. And that happens, I feel like right now I'm on the other side of it. So, since the new year, I kind of like, I'm such a cliche. I just, I doubled down for New Year's and like, I had my diet all together for, today's the 3rd. So I'm 3 days in a row of having a good diet, having good exercise and good things for myself. So
Good.
Nice.
Yay.
Good.
Yeah.
So I've turned it all around. So next year I'm going to win
Yes.
that trail marathon. So,
Nice.
but if you are struggling out there, just know that it's just like running an ultra, you have to believe that, even though things are really fucked up right now, you're going to get that right combination of mental nutrition or whatever you need. And things will be okay,
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
yeah. And if you don't want to run
yeah.
anymore, you can always work an aid station, help somebody else, because you'll always feel better than, doing that. So,
Good advice, Art.
Yeah.
thank you.
I'd give you 2 thumbs up, but oh wait, no, I can. It's right here. Okay.
All right. And you're giving a thumbs up with your toe. So,
Yes.
2 feet up.
so I guess you guys have any closing arguments?
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I appreciate you guys. You were wonderful, and I enjoy our time together here. So
Same.
Very much.
Looking forward to the next year. We're going to try some even newer things, some more
Like a
improved-
karaoke party.
like a karaoke party, even though I'm protesting it.
I'm
You said
completely
it was a good
against
idea.
I'm
You
gonna
won't be
I'm
able to get him
excited.
off the stage, Celeste. He'll get up
No,
there.
we're gonna have to
He'll
knock
do it.
him out and be like, "Give me back my microphone."
That's right.
I'm gonna drop the microphone. Okay, that's what I'm about. That's how I roll. Get up there. I'll drop that shit, and then I'll pick it up and I'll drop it again to make sure.
My stage is ready.
Mm.
My husband put the TV back up for karaoke. We're ready.
Oh,
We just got to pick a
Yay.
date. Yep.
all right. I'm also working on we have some interesting guests out there that we have lined up. So I think you guys are going to be really, you'll like the mix of some big national names as well as some very local names that you may not have heard of yet, but that have a lot of impact on what you might be out there doing. So people that affect your lives. So I guess that's all I'm going to say about that. And that's all I got to say about that. So if you've made it this far, of course, seek professional help. And we will see you all in a mile.
Mile and a
Mile and a
half.
half.
All right.
I feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
You're leading.
A little like,
You're trying. You're rushing.
how much is the iron? How much is the iron?
That's right. It's how much you got.
Does anybody remember Wheel of Fortune when you used to have to pick up when you didn't just win the money, like they showed the room and you had to buy the stuff.
And you had
like,
to
I'll
pick
take
what
the
you
lamp
wanted?
for $100. I'll take the end table
Yes.
for $350.
Yes.
That's so weird now.
And
Now
it was all
people are
crap
just-
nobody wanted.
Kids these days
Yes.
just want the cash,
I know.
right? But they do want the
Yep.
car too. You know, you can't
Depends
just
on
win
the
the
car.
40,000. They want the car.
Yeah, but then you have to pay all the taxes on it. So a lot of like prizes
People
with
can't afford
the
it.
Price is Right, people
Mhm.
didn't even get there because they couldn't pay for all the taxes on it.
Well, the good thing about Wheel of Fortune is that if you're in the final round, you know you
Oh,
made
no.
you made some money, right?
Not Wheel of
Yes.
Fortune. I meant to say The Price is Right.
Oh.
So like if you win the Showcase Showdown
Yes.
and it was $43,000, and you have to pay the taxes on $43,000 worth of merchandise.
Oh yeah. And they
Like that's a
also
lot of.
they also inflate the price of it too.
Hmm.
So they say, you know, this trip to Aruba.
Do you know Aaron Paul was on Price is Right?
Really?
Yep.
The guy from you're talking about
Breaking
the guy
Bad.
from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, before he was an actor, he
Science,
was a
bitch.
contestant, and he got on stage.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
I want to see that. Is that
Yeah,
is that on
look it
YouTube?
up. Look up Aaron Paul on Price is Right,
Okay.
and don't worry, it won't. Nothing dirty will come up.
It's not going to bring you porn.
Not gonna be porn again.
That would actually be really funny.
We're getting somewhere.
Are you going to tell people that we're going to swear? You started talking at the beginning of the episode before you even gave the warning all about vaginas, and then you didn't even give the warning.
No, we're not. We're recording, but we're
This isn't part of the show.
Yeah, no.
This is the
'cause
best part of the show.
I know. Wait, you're saying
That's
that-
not saying much.
that's
So
not
I'm
the
just.
best part. I think I'm offended.
Let's see. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And